Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Signals of the Lost. My name is Alora. My pronouns are she, her, and I will be your GM this evening. Hello, players. How are we?
I'm so ready.
Good.
Good. I'm probably gonna be killing zombies and a fly tonight, though.
Well, we're going to do a little bit of introductions, so if you guys wouldn't mind introducing yourselves and saying your pronouns and your character's name and just a little bit about them, that would be awesome. We can start with Devon.
Hi, everyone. My name is Devon. My pronouns are he, him, but tonight I will be playing Jennifer McIntosh, whose pronouns are she, her. Jennifer is very important. And that's all you need to know about her. She's not like other girls.
All right, Gabby.
Hi, I am Gabby. I personally use he, they pronouns, and tonight I will be playing as Rowan, who uses they, them pronouns. They are I don't want to say awkward, but definitely the more nerdy, scientific thought processor one of the group.
Wonderful. Please.
As we're getting switched around here, great. My name is Liz. I use any all pronouns, and I am playing Kirk Kasem, who is a 20-year-old mechanical engineering major. He uses he, him pronouns, and he's not ready for this.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
And certainly last but not least.
Hi, I'm Rose. I use she, her pronouns, as does my character Chelsea Fry. Chelsea is a nursing major, and that is about 80% of her personality.
I feel like that's every nursing major in college, though.
Truly.
We're keeping it real.
Honestly. You guys have officially finished finals at the University of Denver, Colorado. You gave your final presentation on your board game regarding Hamlet, and it went pretty swimmingly for the most part. Surprised the teacher a little bit, but that happens, and ended up getting an A with your fierce competition of Caitlin Opem.
Mm-hmm.
She also got an A, which is kind of infuriating, but who cares about her, right? You guys decided to take a winter vacation off to the Macintosh Cabin up into the deep dark depths of the mountain side of Colorado. A few messages pop up onto your phone. I have to find my notes. Where are they?
Who are they from, at least?
They're from your little sister. It says, "Did you make it to the cabin?" And at this point, you realize that your message had not sent earlier, but it is starting to say delivered at this point. You also see one that pops up that says, "Mom is worried about you. Bobby hasn't come home yet. Are you watching the news? If you're getting these, please call Mom ASAP." You don't see anything else after that. You get a boo-doo-doo. "We're sorry. All circuits are currently busy. Please try your call again later." Boo-doo-doo. "We're sorry. All circuits are currently busy. Please try your call again later. Goodbye." And it hangs up. You scroll through your feed, Jennifer, and you notice initially that there's just a couple news articles that have come out within the last few hours of there being some issues down at the hospital, but that's also a few states away. So specifically in New Hampshire, you also see something in New York. You see one in California, and you see another one in Texas.
Okay.
That there have been a couple instances of potential cannibalism happening in those areas, but the whole bath salts thing happened only a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just a weird coincidence.
Yeah. To avoid creating a panic, Jennifer is going to keep her mouth shut.
Oh.
They can't be related. That's what Jennifer's thinking.
Jennifer, I've been pinging you on 8-Ball for like 20 minutes straight. Could you please? Please, just one round. Can you just get off Instagram for like 2 seconds so I can have my turn?
You're focused on keeping the flashlight steady, so you guys, and it's kind of pointed at the ground, so you don't see this right away. But the rest of you begin to see a soft glow of orange over the tree line, towards where this house is. And as you're listening, Jennifer and Kirk, you guys specifically hear shouting, and what sounds like just people panicking a little bit.
When you say orange glow, is it like a flickering orange light?
And it is, Jennifer.
Oh, fuck. I knew it.
I alert the rest of my friends that I think a fire is happening down the or up the road. Up the road. It's okay.
Kirk's actually gonna try to call his mom one more time.
Okay. You get the same message as you did before. As you look down to your phone, you see you hadn't been looking at it because you were helping Rowan back to the cabin, but you see that there is another message on the phone. And as you look down, you see that your signal has basically gone completely out at this point. And if anybody else looks at their phone, they will see the same. Jennifer, yours doesn't count.
Okay, so Kirk is underneath the car. For the audience, this happened off screen, but Kirk found a leak underneath the car. We had no duct tape, but Jennifer had a pasty.
Yeah.
So,
Always prepared for the things that matter.
yes, for the things that matter.
Yeah.
How is that pasty doing?
Roll for pasty. You all head down the road, and as you are, Jennifer, you remember the sirens in your ear about 30 seconds before you see the roadblocks ahead of you. Yeah, Kirk, you are not prepared for Rowan to drop this barricade, and Jennifer doesn't have hold of the middle of it. She just has one side of it. So as Rowan drops and sort of falls to the ground, you just feel the barricade drop onto your foot.
Oh, shit!
Oh no!
You guys are doing great.
Fuck! We're taking a drink from ourselves that we are from any. We haven't even encountered.
Chelsea is
Vulnerable.
watching from the car and just going for the first aid.
As they're still out there, you hear, as the fading sounds of 22 start to cut off, just in that moment of just like it switching back to the song starting again because you have it on loop in the car.
Yep.
You hear what sounds like footsteps coming up from the back of the car, and you turn and you see what looks to be a figure coming down the road, and they're sort of just like staggering as they're walking towards the car.
Hello? And I'll start opening the door to
Okay.
take a look around.
You open the door and you see their head kind of snap as you call out, and they start moving towards you. You hear a soft, just groaning sound And from the way that they're limping, you immediately assume that they're hurt as well. I mean, you've had enough foot injuries this evening. It's not hard to tell what those are.
Okay, hang on. Stay right there. Don't hurt yourself more. Oh my god, what is with people tonight? I'll get my kit. Just stay right there.
Okay.
I turn to start digging out my kits.
They do not stop. They keep walking towards you.
Do I get a better look at this person?
I was gonna say, do we get a look at this individual as we start heading towards the car?
Make a spot listen check.
Do we all?
Rolling so
Okay.
well on those.
Falling on deaf ears. 3 degrees of failure.
You two are enamored with your injuries.
I'm too much in pain.
Yeah.
2 degrees of failure, if anyone wants to know.
Jennifer, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 4 degrees of failure for spotless.
Okay. Yeah, you're frustrated. These two are idiots. What the fuck? Who gets injured by a barricade? It's a whole thing. So, and you're trying to help them back up and get them to the car. Chelsea, what'd you roll?
Shit. Sorry, I thought. Ooh, you said spot listen? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is exactly 1 degree of success.
Okay. As you turn, you see, you get a better look at this person, and you actually see that some of their clothing is a little bit singed at the edges. Their hair, sort of curls up in this like almost like black brittleness to about a little bit above their ear where it cuts, it looks like it cuts off, like they had hit it and it stopped. You also see there's just blood that is gushing down from their what looks to be not necessarily their neck, but from their shoulder. Their shirt in front is completely soaked. You can see that there's a few rips in it, and it almost looks like it had been from the woodlandscape. Not so much like they had gotten into like a fight or something along those lines. And you see as they're walking towards them, their foot is sort of on the side. They're kind of walking on the side of their foot. Could be from a fall as well. And as you're finally focusing once again on their face, you see just bloodshot eyes. The eyes are the pupil of the eye is actually kind of rolled back to just reveal the white of it. And whatever it is, it doesn't look human anymore.
Kirk's gonna park the car, and kind of, it's gonna be difficult to get out on his on the 1 foot because he has to exit with his left. But he's just gonna exit the car and kind of stand at the door, and he's like, hey, we need like medical attention over here. Is someone like any EMTs?
You see as there is so the doors of the ambulance are actually open, and you see that there is a EMT who is currently working in the back. It looks like they had just brought somebody in. Chelsea, you are actually pretty familiar with the setup. You had to do a couple like ride-alongs in order for your practicum and training and all that jazz. Practicum totally applies to nursing students too, right? That's totally how it works. Anyway, moving on. So
How this nursing student works?
I don't know. I was in that degree for 5 minutes. So you see them actively working. You see the familiar signs of soot and ash on the clothing of the person on the gurney in the back, but it looks like they've got them hooked up to the machine that takes their heart rate and their pulse and everything. You see like just the boop, boop, and everything like that, and it's just kind of keeping them alive, but they are alive as of right now. You see them trying to patch whatever wounds are open. You don't see any burn marks, but it's also kind of hard because they're a little bit above eye level, excuse me. You see as another EMT is kind of running along the side, kind of checks in. He doesn't really acknowledge you guys initially, checks in with the one in the back and turns to start heading towards towards the house. You see that there's actually two more EMTs, potentially the driver. Like ambulances aren't super crazy big, despite what movies might have you believe. So you do see that it's probably the driver and the co-driver are bringing out another gurney, and there's another body on it. This one specifically does not look like it's moving at all.
I'm good at first aid.
Or you are also able to use your first aid kits to assign a heal in order to help heal.
I would rather do that. I mean, I rolled, it would have been success anyway, but I'd rather do that.
Okay. So you're able to, you're focusing on Kirk specifically?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're
Kirk
able,
has the worst injury.
You're able to, how many are you planning on using?
I have so fucking many. She's using 2, I think, to start off with and see.
Okay. So you pull out, you guys don't know where the fuck Chelsea got these, but she got one from the cabin for sure. But she pulls out some medical supplies from her bag, stuff you didn't necessarily think was important to use on Rowan earlier, just because it wasn't that bad. But you're able to essentially make a makeshift splint for Kirk. You wrap up the injury. You send Jennifer over to grab a sturdy looking stick off the ground. Jennifer, you kind of beat it over another one, and it gets the snow off of it, and you use that to sort of align the bone. You do, Kirk, go ahead and make a resist pain check for me.
Oh, that's great. I don't know why he's so good at resisting pain. I believe that's 3 degrees of success, if I'm doing math right.
Awesome. Feel free to add 2 survival points onto your group for right now, because of your successes. But you're able to kind of hold. You don't wiggle too much, so you don't kind of jostle Chelsea's work, and your damage threshold has returned. You still are holding the 5 that you had originally from your aggravated damage, but you have returned to that threshold. Your injury isn't healed, so you still have it, and it can be aggravated again, but it won't. As of right now, you're able to kind of move around. It's like having a boot, a really shitty boot.
Right. No, okay. All right.
All right, your turn. She tries to reach over to Rowan.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see.
And Rowan's was significantly less critical, so I'll just use 1.
Okay. Alrighty, and you do the same thing to Rowan's and kind of get his, their injury all squared away. And it's still, again, you still sustain the injury until you guys are able to take a short or long rest. But until then, you retain the 2 additional damage that you had from your injury, Rowan. But you are now back up to your max damage threshold, which I believe was 5. Kirk, you get a phone call.
Oh, shit.
Your phone starts to...
He immediately goes and picks it up.
dude, what the fuck? What the? And you hear Reed's voice on the other end. Shit's gone crazy, man. I don't know. Everybody, there's people eating. He's going off. Like he doesn't know what.
Reed, chill out. What? Speak slowly.
You hear him like throw something.
Is that Reed? Put him on speaker.
Yeah, put him on speaker.
Puts him on speaker.
Why didn't you answer my email notification?
You hear what sounds like just a panicked voice as shit is being thrown. He goes, have you? And you hear him starting. He starts to break up a little bit, and you hear news, and then you hear help, and you hear him scream at one point. You actually hear but you hear that, and then you hear just what sounds like just like a catatonic scream, and gurgling and moaning, and then nothing.
Reed. Is the line still connected?
Yeah.
Dude, are you okay? Say something.
Reed, can you hear us?
You see a notification from your mother, and she specifically says there's a citywide lockdown. We're safe. Keep in touch. Let us know when you get to the cabin. I love you.
When we get to the cabin, wait, when was it time-stamped?
It looks like it is time-stamped for about 10 p.m.
Oh my god. They're gonna call their mom. They're gonna try calling their mom.
As you call, you hear the familiar just like no answer. One for your local news station, and it's just like sources are reporting that there is a cannibal running loose in the city. Residents are being told to stay in their homes. Do not open the door. We will update as soon as we have further information. That was about 2 hours ago.
Okay.
There's been little updates here and there, but with as much trouble as you're I mean, it could be that you're in the mountains, but as much trouble as you're having to get service up here, it is sparse at the best.
Okay. Well, Kirk will mention that to the group then, because Jennifer didn't originally. So Kirk's like, I guess that's just there's a crazy cannibal on the loose, and that's why there's a lockdown.
Fucking hell.
I wonder. I mean, that person we saw before, but that would be weird. They wouldn't. Did they travel all the way up to the mountain? That one
that's
cannibal?
where Jennifer will pitch in and be like, I wonder if that's related to the other things I was seeing earlier when we were in the hot tub about...
Why didn't you say so earlier, Jennifer?
It seemed like clickbait or something. I wasn't really sure, so I just paid no attention to it.
And you look past Kirk, and you almost...
I'm looking.
You almost don't see it as a figure comes out of the woods, and you see the very same figure that Chelsea saw earlier. White eyes, bloody. Took a while for it to get here. Your car is much faster than it is. Chelsea, what's your intent? I'm going to resolve your initial success there. So you check in. One of them is still bleeding, breathing. They're both bleeding from the head. But you see, as you're kind of looking over the one in the passenger seat, you do see the faintest mark on its on his arm, on his forearm, that looks like he was almost bitten by something. So you take a swipe at it, and you just see it kind of like jolt back as it and like but its eyes still just blank stare are staring at you. The firefighters are gonna run up and take a quick swipe at it if I don't lose my dice in the process. You see one of them is oh shit. Okay, he rolled really well actually. He takes he had what looks to be like a fire axe on his back, and he just kind of takes a swing at it. He is going to roll. And he just goes shink, and it carves right into the neck. You see is the creature, he like pulls it out, and the creature kind of again stumbles back, but reaches forward for him as it does.
Oh, wait. One of them was a 6, so it explodes.
Oh shit.
So 5 plus 3 plus 2, so 10.
10. All right. So Kirk, you much to your flashlight's dismay, you do bludgeon the absolute shit out of this thing. So you take it bulb side down and you just smack it right into the cranium, and you hear as the of the flashlight glass shatters, and there's just like a dent in the head of this thing. But if its eyes could roll back, it would. But you see as it crumples to the ground in front of you. Chelsea, your intent, you were going to hit it. I'm going to let you switch it. You are still behind the wheel. You said you had 3 degrees of failure.
On my hold, yes.
Okay. So, my love, you do jump the gun a little bit. I'm going to let you try.
If you break a third person's leg,
She's the one fixing it. It's fine.
I'm trying to assess the situation. Like, what exactly is going on now?
So you watch the body fall to the ground. The firefighters check to make sure, or rather, one of the firefighters checks to make sure that the guys are okay. Over here, I should probably 2 of these. Copy, paste. Whoa, the magic of Control V. So this one right here is checking to make sure that the guys are okay. This guy checks in on his partner, make sure he's good. He starts to run over here to check in. The older couple starts to complain to the firefighters, being like, what is going on? What the heck happened? Why is the building on fire? Are the McIntyres okay? This dude over here is clearly responsible, pointing at Rowan.
I don't even have a license.
You hear the older woman, driving without a license is a
It's a crime.
And he yelled at me, and he was just like going off, and the firefighter is just trying to calm her down, because they did see that you were over here already, and just like, man, it's okay, we've got the situation handled, the fire's out, we're going to see. And then all of a sudden you just hear as 2 hands hit the side of the window. Rowan, you see it directly in front of you as the EMT who Jennifer had previously checked in on, and thank God shut the door, because I'm going to give you enough common sense to do that. Our hands up against the window and is just kind of smacking at the noise. Eyes rolled back very similarly to the other one that you guys just saw. So you guys kind of get back to are kind of chatting and everything like that. Chelsea, you turn and you see as the gurney, the male who was in the gurney, starts to twitch a little bit. And because they had just gotten him into the EMT and hadn't quite strapped him down yet, you see him just sit up for a moment as the firefighter, his partner, kind of looks over to his other partner as they're talking to the older couple, and just takes a chunk out of his neck. You see as a spurt of blood just like off to the side, and he yells out,
I think Rowan immediately is forgetting about, the drunk guy and all this, and they're going to try to ignore the pain in their ankle as they are going to run to their other friends. Just like, we gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go.
Okay, make a resist pain check.
Oh boy.
Oh no, buddy.
Oh no.
What is it?
Hold on, let me double check. Oh, That is
no.
5 degrees.
All right.
I'm laughing because I'm scared.
Okay, that is 1 success.
Awesome. You're able to keep the car on the road. You kind of move past the icy patches, no problem. Everybody, you just have a breather. And I remember we rolled for this specifically. You actually still have about over half of a tank of gas still in the car. And that is where we're going to end tonight. And you all speeding off into the sunset. And I mean sunrise.
Sunrise.
Sunrise, sunset.
Sunrise.